The Curse of the Lost Dutchman's Mine. Long ago, in the dry deserts of Arizona, there was a legend about a hidden gold mine. People called it the Lost Dutchman's Mine, and they said it was buried deep inside the Superstition Mountains. Many had tried to find it. Most never came back. One summer, 14-year-old Jake and his Uncle Tom took a trip to Arizona. Uncle Tom loved stories about treasure. He told Jake, "The Lost Dutchman's gold is real. We're going to find it." Jake was excited at first. The desert was hot, but the mountains were beautiful and quiet. They packed food, water, and camping gear. They also had a map Uncle Tom bought from a strange old man in a nearby town. The man had warned them, "The mine is cursed. People disappear. Don't go looking." Uncle Tom laughed. "It's just a ghost story." They hiked for hours until the sun started to set. They found a cave in the side of a rocky hill and decided to camp there for the night. The cave was cold and dark, but safe from the wind. Jake lay in his sleeping bag trying to sleep. Then he heard it, a whisper. At first, it was soft, like the wind, but then it grew louder. "Leave. Now." Jake sat up quickly. "Uncle Tom, did you hear that?" Tom was snoring loudly. Jake's heart pounded. He grabbed his flashlight and shined it around the cave. Nothing. Just rocks and shadows. The next morning, they went deeper into the mountains. The path was rough, and strange things started happening. A crow followed them for miles. It never stopped watching them. At one point, Jake saw a shadow move between the rocks, but when he looked again, it was gone. Finally, they found something. A small tunnel in the side of the mountain. On the rocks, someone had scratched words into the stone. "Turn back." Uncle Tom grinned. "We're close." They crawled into the tunnel. It was tight and dark. Their flashlights flickered. The air smelled like dust and rot. After a while, they entered a small chamber. In the center was an old wooden chest. Tom rushed to open it. Inside, gold coins shone like stars. "We found it!" he shouted. Then the air turned cold. The flashlight went out. In the dark, Jake heard whispers again, louder now, closer. Suddenly, ghostly figures appeared. They looked like old miners with torn clothes and hollow eyes. One pointed at Uncle Tom. "You should not be here." Uncle Tom tried to grab the chest, but his hand passed right through it. The ghosts floated closer. Jake screamed, "We're sorry. We didn't mean to." A deep voice shook the cave. "The gold stays. You don't." The ground began to shake. Rocks fell from the ceiling. Jake pulled his uncle's arm. "We have to go." They barely made it out of the tunnel before it collapsed. The mountain was quiet again. The gold was gone. The chest, the ghosts, everything vanished. Uncle Tom never spoke of the mine again. He looked older and his hair turned gray in just one night. Jake kept the secret for years, but sometimes in his dreams, he hears the whispers, "Leave, now." And when the wind blows just right, he swears he can see ghostly miners standing at the edge of the Superstition Mountains, still guarding their treasure. Jake and his little sister Emily were on a long drive through the Mojave Desert with their parents. They were going to visit their grandma in Arizona. The road was quiet, the stars above were bright, and the desert stretched far and wide. "Why does it feel so creepy out here?" Emily asked, pressing her face to the window. Jake laughed. "Because it's the middle of nowhere. That's why." Their parents were quiet in the front seats, listening to soft music. The road was empty, and the headlights lit up only sand and cactus. Suddenly, Jake sat up straight. "Did you see that?" he asked. "See what?" Emily replied, her voice shaking a little. "There was someone on the side of the road?" Their dad slowed down and looked in the mirror. "You must be imagining things. There's no one out here at this hour." But just a few minutes later, Jake saw her again. A woman in a long white dress was standing by the road. She looked pale and barefoot. Her hair hung down over her face. She didn't move. She just stared. "Stop the car!" Jake shouted. This time, their mom saw her too. "She looks lost," she said. "Should we help her?" Their dad pulled over. Jake and Emily watched the woman from the back seat. She slowly started walking toward the car. Then something strange happened. The woman stopped just a few feet away and vanished, right in front of their eyes. She disappeared into thin air. Emily screamed. "Where did she go?" "I don't know," Jake whispered. Their dad jumped out and looked around. "Hello," he called. "Are you okay?" No one answered. There were no footprints, no sound, nothing. Shaken, they all got back in the car and drove off. Everyone was quiet now. The music was turned off. The air felt colder. Then Emily saw something in the rearview mirror. "She's behind us," she shouted. The woman in white was standing in the middle of the road, far behind them, staring at the car. Her face was now clear in the mirror. She had dark, empty eyes. "Drive faster," Jake yelled. Their dad hit the gas. The car sped down the road, but something was wrong. The engine started to sputter. "Not now," their mom said, trying not to panic. The car slowed and stopped. No, Jake said. "We can't stay here." The desert was dark and silent. They were alone, or so they thought. Then soft footsteps. Someone was walking on the sand. Crunch, crunch. They all turned their heads slowly. The woman in white was right outside the window. She was closer than ever. Her face was pale and sad. Her mouth opened, but no sound came out. Then she vanished again. The car roared back to life without anyone touching it. "Go!" everyone shouted at once. Their dad stepped on the gas, and the car didn't stop again until they reached a gas station 2 hours later. Inside, they told the man at the counter what happened. He just nodded. "You saw the lady in white," he said. "She died in a car crash right here over 40 years ago. People still see her. Always on this road. Always in white. Looking for help." Jake and Emily looked at each other, eyes wide. They didn't speak for a long time. They just knew one thing. They would never drive through the Mojave at night again. If you like the video, please give it a like, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Also hit the bell icon so you never miss an update.